Crown Princess Margareta is a rose bred by David Austin in 1999, and it is named after the Crown Princess Margareta of Sweden, who was an accomplished landscape gardener and a granddaughter of Queen Victoria. The buds start out as this apricot colored color, and they can be quite colorful when they just bloom. But as the bloom matures, it grows into this more pale apricot color that can be almost more like a skin color, very pastel apricot color, with a bit more strength to coloring around the center of the flower, where it can be more orange than apricot. The rose is hardy down to hardiness zone 5, and it has a very pleasant but also light fragrance at a 7 out of 10. It is not so light you have to guess what you're smelling, but it is not so strong as to overpower you or to project strength forward. It is a mild, pleasant, and decent fragrance at a 7 out of 10, with a bit of fruity notes, a bit of warmth, and a bit of sweetness. The rose in general is slow to establish, but very healthy once it's first established. It can get a bit of rust, a bit of black spot, but it's not really something you'll see that is pronounced about it. But it is a slow starter. This rose is nearly 4 years for comparison. I give the rose 7.5 out of 10 on health, because it can suffer the occasional blemish of rust or black spot, but not enough to take over the plant. I give it 7 on fragrance for slightly medium or light fragrance that's very pleasant and fruity. I give it 8 on form. It is a pretty climber once it is established, but it can be a bit slow to establish, also why the health rating was only 7.5. The flower is very pretty. The flower is an 8 for me. Quite big, quite beautiful, with a little bit of color transition. And on storytelling, I give it 6. It has a very basic color transition, but it has a bit of story with the princess it's named to, and it is not the strongest connection. That's why it only gets 6 on this. That leaves us at 36.5 points. So it gets close to very good. It is a solid rose, kind of like the country parson, but it is not necessarily the first rose you should go out and buy.